All right. Hey guys, welcome to our weekly Team Passion call. So, really excited to share. I kind of have like a hodgepodge of info to kind of share with you guys tonight. Just lots of different things that are kind of on my mind from today that I just kind of wanted to chat with you guys about. And I'd like to have a couple of you unmute yourselves and give us some thoughts on a few topics that I bring up. So, first, congratulations on all of your amazing Country Heat videos today. I was so excited to see everybody's videos, all those hips shaking. Yeah, Lindsay, you had your cowgirl hat on. Loved it. It was so fun to watch you guys shake it. Yeah, it was fun, and I like literally don't listen to any country music. I mean, a couple of like the mainstream stuff that, that's like a crossover between pop and country is but I don't know any real country artists out there, other than Dolly Parton and, country. But yeah, but it was so fun. I love to dance, so I don't even care what is happening, what kind of music I'm dancing to. I just love to dance. So yeah, it was really fun watching you guys. I feel like with the lull of the summer that's been going on, I feel like there was a ton of energy everywhere today. So I think that's going to just skyrocket us right into Summit. I know many of you that are heading to Summit in a week are getting really excited and starting to plan. And I know you're all, looking to hit your Success Club goals before you go, so you're not stressed out. I know a lot of you have followed my lead on creating an event for your Country Heat. Super smart to do that if you haven't done that already. Mine is completely public if you want to go look at it. I've shared it to my page yesterday and today. But basically, you want to do that because while you're at Summit, you want to be able to load info in there so your phone's not going crazy, people on private messaging you. Like, you want to get people in one place, which will be in that event, so that you're not stressing while you're at Summit. So 2 years ago, they launched, was it Pio, I think, at Summit. And it was chaos. Okay. We were all on our phones. The team pages were going crazy, like crazy stuff. And then last year, they chose to not launch Size while we were at Summit. They waited for us to get home, and it actually showed in the numbers. So Pio, the year before, launched at Summit with everybody's excitement, did amazing. Last year at Size, not waiting till after Summit, it didn't. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, because they're two completely different programs and completely different trainers, but that's kind of why they chose to go with Country Heat while we were at Summit. So I think the more that we're prepared for this, the better it will be. I can tell you, I've been doing this for 6 years, and I have been through, I don't even know, 10 launches, and they get better every time. But the biggest thing that I keep sharing in all of the pages is you cannot make promises to anybody. Like, they've switched it so that challenge packs go up first, because they used to do the base kit first, and then people wouldn't wait for the challenge pack because they were so freaking impatient. Like, literally, people couldn't wait 2 hours. It was like crazy. And so they would purchase the base kit, and then they get all pissed, and they go to try to convert it back into a challenge pack. So they launched the challenge packs first, but then it's not in the Coach mobile app yet, or it's not in Coach enrollment yet, or, so you just kind of have to wait. It's going to roll out between the 27th and the 28th. So the challenge packs and the digital unlocks are going to come on the 27th, and then everything else is going to come on the 28th, like the base kits for us. We'll be able to purchase at Summit. If we're for those that are going there, you can purchase it at the core, take it home with you. So just pay attention. It's in Breaking Coach News right now, and it says everything you need to know about the Country Heat launch, and it's all laid out for you right there. So in that event page, just be clear. Don't make any promises. And it just says sometime on 7/27 it'll be available, or sometime on 7/28. So sometime isn't a real time. It's just before 11:59 Eastern Standard Time is what sometime means, okay? But they're really, really good. They get better at it. So just kind of, we'll all be paying attention. And, you know, the people who aren't going to Summit, if you guys could pay attention for us and just post it in Team Passion when you see it. Like if you see, okay, Challenge Praxis live, or okay, Base Kit's live, you know, just help us out. We'll all be looking. But usually coaches know before corporate tells us. So anywho, I want to just prepare you all for that so you're not stressing out. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. This program is for everyone. I have shied away from the launches since 21 Day Fix because the challenge packs didn't come with the portion control containers. Now they are. I actually got a call from corporate about 6 months ago because of all the challenge packs I sell based on 21 Day Fix. Their research and marketing department called me and was like, why do you only sell this? What about when a new program comes? And I explained to them my concern. I'm sure I wasn't the only one, and I'm not saying this is why they changed it because of little old me, but I expressed my concern that I only sell 21 Day Fix challenge packs because they're the only ones that come with the containers. Like I want all the challenge packs after 21 Day Fix to come with the containers, and I'll do a better job at selling more of those. But I think everyone needs the containers. So I don't want to say to them, okay, here, buy the challenge pack and then go back in and for $20, go buy the containers or whatever the price is. That's stupid. So I'm excited for that. So I'm getting really behind this launch, really, really exciting stuff. So any questions on the launch while we're on that? Like I said, this is going to be a call that has a lot of topics. So anything on that? You can just unmute yourselves if you have anything. Cool. All right. One of the biggest things I want to talk about tonight is getting back to the basics.
I do have a question.
Did someone have a question?
Yeah. Hi, it's Lindsay.
Yeah.
So we can buy it at Summit in the core?
Yes.
I haven't been, so I just want to, okay.
Yep.
I thought that was the case, but I wanted to make sure because
Yep.
I want it like yesterday.
Yeah, you'll be able to have it in your hand to go back to your hotel room and do it, another dance with your cowgirl hat.
Perfect. Sounds
good. Cool. All right. So, and then I think when we purchase it at Summit, it'll be available on our on-demand, like within 24 to 48 hours or something, I think is what that little blurb says. So one of the things I want to talk about is getting back to the basics and kind of always staying in phase one. And what that means when I say staying in phase one, it means remembering how you started. Okay, so when we first started this business, we were so excited. We were like, okay, I'm going to start my first challenge group. I'm going through my fitness program. Shakeology is all new. I feel amazing. I have energy. You have to like bottle up that energy and those feelings and always go back to them. So over time, what happens is we start setting these goals. I'm going to hit Success Club every month. I'm going to become an Emerald. I'm going to become a Ruby. I'm going to become a Diamond. I'm going to become a 1-star, 2-star, 5-star Diamond. And along the way, phase one is phased out, right? Like we start focusing on, oh my gosh, I got to get to Diamond, or I have to hit Success Club 10 now, or, you know, and so much stress comes with that. And it is so unnecessary. It's normal. I get it. I do it too. So it happens, but it's unnecessary. Like if we just stay in phase one and say, okay, I'm going to hit Success Club. I'm going to help 3 people a month. You know, if you just keep focusing on that, everything else will just happen. You know, you may want to, when you're starting to reach bigger goals, you want to go from 3 people a month to 5 people a month or something like that. But nothing else really has to change other than when you start creating a team. That's the other thing. Oh my gosh, we get in our head. Oh my gosh, now I'm a Diamond and I'm about to be a 1-star. That means I have to lead and I have to create a team and I have to do Zoom calls like this and I have to create a team page. No. You have to stay in phase one. You have to help 3 to 5 people a month. and you just plug them into this training for now. So I say this all the time. So corporate and some of the top coaches will tell you, open a team page right away as soon as you have one coach. I don't agree with that. I feel like that's deflating for a new leader to open a team page with one coach. Like, what if you lose that coach? Now you're like, okay, forget it, I suck as a leader. Like, and you suck, all this stupid stuff goes in your head that isn't real. You can do it for sure. Do it. You know, if you want to open a team page with one person, I encourage you to do so. But I don't want you to get so wrapped up in thinking that that's where you go. And now you have to be me over there, so to speak, right? You still want to plug your team into the bigger team page, the bigger team stuff. And as you become a 2-star, a 3-star, a 5-star, an elite coach, that's when this stuff starts happening. And you have a team of 20, 30, 40, 50 people that are 2, 3, 4, 5 levels deep that you're now running sneak peeks with, 7-day quick starts with, sprint to diamonds, like all of the tools that I teach, you now can run with your teams. And what I welcome everyone to do as you're growing to that level is you come to me and say, hey, Nicole, you know, I'm a 2-star, or I'm a 1-star, or, you know, I'm very close to 1-star, whatever that is. And I'd like to actually help you run the next sneak peek, or I'd like to be more active in the next team training. Yes, I'd like to speak on the Zoom call. I'd like to speak at Super Saturday. I'd like to come and train at Super Sat. Okay, the answer is always going to be yes from me. Is always going to be yes. I will give you every opportunity to do something like that. I welcome it with open arms, because like literally at 5 o'clock today, I was like, oh crap, we have a Zoom call tonight. Like, if I would love to have weeks of like trainers and speakers set up so that I know every week what's about to happen. Luckily, the whole Country Heat thing and Summit and everything, that it's all played out, but I don't want to have to every Monday at 5 o'clock go, oh, right? So I welcome all of that. I welcome that as your training as you become a leader. So on that topic, we have revamped all of our trainings. So many of you have noticed, to help you stay in phase 1, we have redone the 7-day quick start group with a couple of those leaders that reached out to me and said, hey, I want to help. So I said, yes, let's do this. So we have a private thread that we talk on almost daily, and we get you guys ready for the sneak peeks, the 7-day quick start, the sprint to diamond. We get you ready for those trainings that are coming up. There's 5 of us. And what we started doing, I was like, okay, let's stop. Like, the copy and pasting of the same assignments or same posts and all of those worked for about 6 to 9 months. And then they fizzled out. So I was like, okay, it's time to switch them up. So we decided to just every day take a topic, and then whatever we're feeling that day, train on that topic. Whatever, how we train our team, how we train our coaches, let's talk about that topic. And I think it is working so well. I love it, and I hope you guys love it too. Michelle has volunteered to speak with us tonight and kind of share a little bit of what she's been feeling going through the 7-day quick start. So I know she went through it while we did it like 2 weeks ago, and now she's going through it again because I still have it open. So Michelle, if you could share like a little of your story, kind of where you are on the team, who you came in with, and you know, what you liked most about the 7-day quick start, I would truly love that. Let me unmute you. Oh, you're good. You unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I actually did the 7-day quick start 2 times. I did the first one. My first one was in April. I just signed on to be an active coach. I came in with Danita Boyce. She's my sponsor. And I can remember being very, just very scared and like, what do I do? What do I do? And so I felt like in the first one, I was more of like a spectator, and I was just trying to kind of grab onto things and figure out what I could do I remember copying and pasting a lot into my Word and like thinking, I'll go back to it, but I never did. They kind of just sat there in the file. So after a couple months, so in July, I saw you were doing another one, and I actually saw Danita join. So I was like, I'm going to do this again too. And I really felt like I needed a jump start because I'm struggling getting people. I struggle with my comfort zone and getting people to, invite people and all of that. And so I feel like I was just falling flat in a lot of areas and could improve. So this time around, I actively participated and I felt a really different vibe. I felt like I had a renewed energy with every day and every assignment, and I tried to stay on top of it. And that was my goal, was to start out in the morning to see what Nicole was going to post for our first assignment and just go from there. So it truly became like a stepping stone for me to come out of my comfort zone a little bit more. And not to mention the great tips that I got from a variety of perspectives from, coaches that are doing this and successfully doing this. So my biggest takeaway this time around was learning how to create value in an invite and building the relationships. My focus is, I'm really trying to focus more on trying to listen to people. So I decided to go back through today because after the 7 days was done, I noticed I was starting to slipping back into my comfort zone and sort of pushing that to the side and becoming very complacent. And so I started looking at the assignments again today, and it kind of gave me a jump start. And I started out adding to my list. Oh, look, I've got so many friends I've added since the last time. So I am improving. It's just the energy around it when you're actually doing it and having people there to support you and everything. It's a total different experience when you're actively participating.
That's huge. So thank you. Thank you so much
Sure.
for sharing, Michelle. Thank you for stepping out of your comfort zone and sharing with us tonight. So that was so perfect to end on that, because what do we say all the time? Plug in. And that doesn't mean just watch. It means, be actively participating. So again, I'm going to call, Team Passion's fifth vital behavior is plugging into the events, plugging into to the team page, plugging into all of the trainings. And that truly means being an active participant. Like, I know every week I know all of your faces sitting here on this Zoom call. Like, I know, it's funny, like, people will say, Nicole, what am I missing? And I'm like, I never see you on the Zoom calls. Like, that's my first thing to people. And they're like, oh, like I'm doing everything you tell me to do. I'm like, really? Because I don't even see you. I don't see you actively, answering any of my posts. I don't see you messaging me. I don't see you on the Zoom calls. Like, I know. I'm like Big Brother in the Team Passion Beachbody world. I am always watching. I know, I'm sure some of you were like, did she just comment on my Country Heat video? Yes, I was watching all day long. I was so freaking excited to see all of your, like, I am always watching. And so that, for Michelle to say that was huge. I was always asking my coach in the beginning, what do I do next? What's next? Every day he heard from me for at least 6 months. Every single day I messaged my coach. Even if I didn't have a question, I was just like, hey, just wanted to know what I did today. Like, I don't even know if he read it. I don't even know if he cared, but it was an accountability thing for me. Like, because I knew that I could go to bed every night going, okay, I literally just did everything I was supposed to do. Like, that's a part of staying in phase one. Anyone have anything else to add regarding the 7-day quick start? Did you do it? Are you a seasoned coach that did it again this time and got a little more out of it, or anything that you want to add? I love also how Michelle said she loves the different perspectives from all the different leaders. That's a huge asset that's being brought to these trainings. And you're going to find that in the Sprint to Diamond coming up too, which I think we're going to wait till after Labor Day based on the poll that's going on, which I think is a good move. But so, yeah, I think I think everyone should do the 7-day quick start every time. Our next one is August 1st. So this one's going to be closed down this week. Before we leave for Summit, it's going to be deleted. So then 8/1 is our next one. So anybody else have anything to add regarding the 7-day quick start? All right, something else. Can I hear some live voices from the takeaway for today's National Wake Up Call? Because that was pretty good. What did you guys hear from the National Wake Up Call? Lori, I know you had posted in our personally sponsored coach page. Do you mind sharing a little bit about what you heard? Yes.
Sure, I would love to. I love her. She has so much energy. I heard her last year and I re-listened to that call several times because I think she just really comes from her heart, and she's such a good, she commented today, make an emotional connection, and I think that's what she's so very, very good at. Like, she drew me right in and I could feel her passion and her energy. One of the things that I took away today was, first thing you need to do is to create your own vision. So it doesn't need to be your vision or any of the other top coaches. You have to take it from what is meaningful for you. That people want hope, and they want to, that we have the ability to give them that hope. And we have to be a belief maker. And this is something that she said last year in the call as well, but she said it again today. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and it's up to us to identify our priorities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Lindsay Matway, you, any of the other top coaches, we all have the same number of hours, but it's what we do with those hours that make the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. So good. I also love how just about every National Wake Up Call, every leader shares that their family and friends didn't believe in them. Like, Summer shared that her own husband today, was laughing at her. Like, are you serious? This is got to be a joke. Like, it's crazy. It's different. This is different. This is out of the norm. This is out of our comfort zone. This isn't what normal people do. So people just poo-poo on it. And it's jealousy for the fact that they don't have the guts to step out of their comfort zone and do something like this. It's simply what it is. I love how in You're a Badass, she does a whole chapter, and I just finished it. I think it's like chapter 6. She does a whole chapter on just not caring what others think and just having that vision, exactly as Summer said today and Lori just shared, like having that vision and just going for it no matter what. You cannot let people derail your dreams just because they don't believe in it or it's not their dream. Like, you just, we can't. I think in You're a Badass, she says something about, like, if you let someone, or someone made the comment today, but if you let someone derail your vision and your beliefs and your dreams, then they better be paying your bills. Like, you just, I can't stress this enough. I've never, I guess my background has always just been, I don't care what anybody thinks, and if someone tells me I can't do something, I'm going to do it 10 times harder to prove them wrong. It's just who I am. It's my personality. It's just who I am. So I've never really had that issue of I let people get to me, for sure. I feel my heart rate rising. I feel I've let, over the 6 years, people have said things that have upset me, but I never once was like, maybe I shouldn't do this. Like, I've always been like, oh yeah, let me freaking show you. And let me show you. So people say to me all the time, how do I get so-and-so to believe it? I'm like, just show them. Just show them. And it's the same thing with your teams, right? How do I get my team to hit Success Hub? Show them. Lead the way. Lead by example. You have to lead by example. That's it. Anybody else have any takeaways from today's National Wake Up Call? Thank you, Lori. She didn't even take a breath. She talked for like 25 minutes straight. Jeff didn't have to come in and ask her any follow-up questions. I did a National Wake Up Call like that too. I think it was a pre-summit call like 4 years ago, and 3 or 4 years ago, and I just kept talking that whole time. I wouldn't let Jeff get word in. All right, one more thing. Anybody else on any of those? Okay, so getting back to the basics, we just need to focus on the action steps, right? We know what we're supposed to do. We do the easy stuff first, right? For many of you, that's your workouts. For me, I have to do my workout first thing in the morning because that's my frog. If I don't get my workout done the second I roll out of this bed before I turn on social media, it is very hard for me to get my workout done. So, and then plus like a half hour goes by and then I start getting hungry and then my workout sucks because I'm like weak. And so I have to like jump out of bed, do my workout, and then eat. So whatever the hardest thing is for you, so if your workout is like piece of cake, you love it, you'll never miss it because it's like an intrinsic priority for you, but your invites are really, really hard and you know that your day gets away from you, do your invites first. The second you wake up, even if you're not a morning person, figure it out. Just try to figure that out. Make sure the night when you go to bed, you know exactly who you're going to invite in the morning. And again, what are our invites? 10 messages a day, just checking in on people. Like I said, I want to kind of get away from the word invite. Just build relationships with people. Just check in with 10 people first thing in the morning, the second you wake up. Don't do anything else. You can go to the bathroom, but then that's it. Don't do anything else. Grab some water, open your computer, and message 10 people. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. Don't prejudge. Nothing. Just do it. And they can be on your personal page, your like page, whatever. But just personally message 10 people every morning the second you wake up if that is your frog. Whatever that frog is that you need to eat it first. Brian Tracy, eat that frog. Make sure you read that book. So the results of us doing that is going to equal us earning Success Club, becoming Emerald, and repeating that again. So if you're already an Emerald, become an Emerald again this month, meaning sign 2 new coaches. Do it again next month. Just keep repeating. You became Emerald once, you can become Emerald again. Just keep repeating, helping 3 to 5 people a month, 2 of them being coaches. And how are we going to do that? We're going to open a challenge group every month, whatever that date looks like for you. But every month, open a new challenge group or keep your current challenge group going, but open it, start a new round of something, right? Do that every month. And then 2 to 3 months in, those challengers are most likely going to want to become coaches. And you have to do a good job in your challenge group of at least twice a month or once a week sharing the coaching opportunity, planting those seeds, just dropping little hints of what coaching is. I always say when someone, every time someone posts an amazing meal prep spread in my challenge group, I'm always like, you would be an amazing coach. And that's all I say. I don't ask them. I don't invite them. I don't say, you should listen to a call because you meal prep awesome. Why would I? Doesn't make sense, right? You just gotta plant those seeds. And then when the sneak peeks come up, hey, I put out a little thing in the group. I will, if I do an event to listen to a call or come to the sneak peek, I post it in my challenge group. People usually listen or come in anonymously. And then they usually message me a week later, oh, I was just in your sneak peek. And usually I know because I approved them to come in. But I'm like, you were? What did you think? And I totally played dumb. And, you know, you really got to be converting. Our best coaches were customers first. Even if you came in as a customer and to work the business at the same time, you had to fall in love with the products first before you could be truly authentic in what you were sharing, right? So go back to the basics, stay in phase 1, become an emerald every month over and over again. Do every 7-day quick start group that we open every month. You go to teampassiontraining.com under events, and you know when the next one is, always. We finished out the rest of the year, so they're all in there. We have 2 sneak peeks a month. They're in there. And we're not doing a second one this month because we're heading to Summit next week. But you should always know when those are coming so you can start preparing and getting ready. So something I do usually at the end of every month is I go and look at the event tab for Team Passion Training, and I write in my little to-do list what's coming next so that I know when everything's coming. You know when the next Power Hour is, you know when the next Super Saturday is, you know when the next monthly team training is. All of those things, you know that every Monday night we get together here, every Wednesday night the Diamonds get together. Everything is done for you. You just have to plug in. You got to do the work. You know, people like, I do plug in, I listen to the call, I do everything I'm supposed to do, I do my workouts, I drink my shake, I do my personal development. But the piece that is missing is 10 new personal messages every single day to build relationships. People will go like 3 or 4 days, you know, this is amazing, but they don't see the results, and so they stop, right? Just like with your workouts. You know, we eat clean for like 3 days, and we're like, we should be back to our high school weight, right? In 3 days. I just ate broccoli for 3 days. Come on, what's going on, right? So same thing with the business. We expect the same thing. We expect to be at Success Club 10 because for 3 days, we messaged 10 people. It's not going to work that way, right? You've gotta keep going. So will you guys commit to doing the 7-day quick start group with us again on July 1st? I think you're going to find, even if you're a seasoned coach that consistently hits Success Club, I think you're going to still find this to be a really good opportunity. And if you do it a lot, like Michelle said, she saw her coach go in there. So she was like, oh, I should probably do that too. That's what's going to happen with your team. What did Summer say today? She would show up every Tuesday night for a webinar. And for the first 6 months, it was her and her mother-in-law every Tuesday night. But she showed up every Tuesday night. Same thing. Show up every Monday night on this Zoom call. Show up every 7-day quick start. Show up every sneak peek. New coaches, you should totally get in the sneak peeks too. You'll probably learn so much in the sneak peeks. Many people will message me back, you know, that used to be Diamonds years ago, and they're emeralds now, and they're like, I just don't know how to get back. This is how you get back. You come here on Monday night. You do a 7-day quick start. You do a sneak peek. You pretend you are brand new. You pretend you are in phase 1 and you know nothing. And you are brand new. That is always the answer. Even if you're like, but I already know. No, you don't. I listen to the National Wake Up Call every Monday. I go to Summit. I go to all the workshops. I go to Super Saturdays. I plug into all the trainings too. I'm not above all of that. And I've been doing this for 6 years. 6 years and 9 days. I get to celebrate my 6-year anniversary with you guys in Nashville. Yay! Yeah, you always have to plug back in. You always have to stay in phase 1, and you always have to take action. And we're always going to be here for you. We are a team. If there is any team in this network that has the no coach left behind policy, it is Team Passion for sure. We will always be here for you no matter what. We don't want to see you go anywhere. even when life gets in the way, like Summer shared today, you know, she shares with her coaches, do I have permission to call you out when life gets in the way, or to remind you of your vision, remind you of your why? That's what we do for you guys. Anything else? Anything to add? Any leaders have anything to add? That was my 5 topics. Who's going to Summit for the first time and is super excited? Yes, yes, Cheryl, Andrea, Lindsay. I can't see anyone on the second page. Who else? Sarah's waving. Yay. It's going to be so, so fun. Well, congratulations on making the decision. I know that you can still like get tickets at the door and everything, but I would commit when next year's Summit tickets go on sale at Summit that you get them. It's usually going to be a super discounted rate. It was like $99 last year. We got them while we were at Summit. I don't know where it's going to be. I don't know if it's still in Nashville or if it's going to be somewhere else. I do hear that it's going to be a little earlier in July. I think like the 18th or something. And then I think the following year they're bringing it back to June. They're already planning 6 years out. They're on Summit 2000, whatever 6 years is from now. So our events team, when you see people at Summit that have staff, I think events is always in like blue, just thank them. I stress out about 100 people at Super Saturday. And we have a team of 6 people that help. Like, I can't imagine what this events team does. They have thought of everything. Jeff Hill was explaining, like, they've nailed down they have meetings all the time. They've nailed down the fact that, like, okay, if it starts raining, when do we start handing out the ponchos? Like, that's how detailed, like, everything is. Just, okay, if this goes wrong, what do we do now? Like, just, I can't even imagine putting together an event like this. So, all right, so we will be together still next Monday night, and we will do another Zoom call. So because of when Summit is, we won't miss these. We'll probably do the week after. We'll probably do a Summit recap. Maybe I'll go live next week, or if someone has a topic that they want to hear about again, we will do that. If someone wants to speak on it, you just let me know. Anything else before we say goodbye? All right. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Lori. Bye.